Okay, so we got all new seals. These are CBR 600 calipers. They're monoblocks. I really just got them because they're the cool bronze color. Um, since these CBR calipers are going on Gixxer forks, we need some caliper spacers. Zorn at TWF made the spacers. And of course, we got some tie bolts. Brand new titanium tie pre-drilled banjo bolts, stainless lines, Brembo RCS 19 with some Renthal brake pads. I'll probably swap these out at some point for Vezras, but I have run these a few times and they're not bad considering the price on the pad, and I don't know, I'm actually really surprised on the performance from the Renthal brake pads. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to clean the calipers. So get everything off of here. And this is pretty much for any caliper. Obviously, first take the brake pads out, which on these are these two pins. Pull them out. These old crappy brake pads can come out. And then what we're going to do is we're going to use these pliers, which I think you can buy them on eBay. And we're going to pull each piston out, clean the pistons, clean the inside, spray them all out, and then we'll put new seals in. So we're gonna get new pins as well. I'm waiting for some titanium pre-drilled ones so we can safety wire them in. Those are these stock brake pads from Honda, and we're going to flip that out. And honestly, I'm gonna throw that away. You don't need that. Now, hopefully these pistons can come out nicely. Make it nice and tight. Just kind of work it out. Come on. Now, when you do this, fluid's probably going to come out. So we got that one out. We'll loosen them up. Because I've had these capped, so inspect it. Make sure it's not too bad. I have these caps on these ends. I can't really see inside there. Next step is to remove the old seals. It's really hard to see, because the inside of these calipers are like black, but you're gonna take I'd use a pick and get in there, and kind of get underneath it and pull it out. And there's two, so that was the dust seal on the outside. And other seal is being a pain. All right, now you got it all stripped. Pistons out, seals out, all the other, your lead nipple out, banjo cap out. All we're gonna do now is spray everything. Basically just clean it as well as you can. That's pretty much all it comes down to. Might as well get all the other residue off while you're in here. Grease, of course. Oh man. So I don't know, I just get some of my fingers here. It's a little bit too much. And not really heavy, just kind of coat it lightly in grease. Oops. Make sure you do I keep calling it the oil seal, but make sure the main seal goes in first, and then the dust seal. I've left out the dust seals before. It helps pad retraction, helps the wheel spin the free spin of the wheel. This can be an endurance bike, so I don't want that. I want more protection since the pads will go, brakes will go 4 hours without cleaning. Where if you leave the dust seals out, if you do a sprint race, that's 7 laps without cleaning. So once you get, this will be hard to get on film, but kind of just squeeze it in there. Alright, well, I couldn't get footage of putting the seals in. It's just too dark. I don't have enough lighting. So now we're going to put in our clean pistons. This is a very, very, very light amount of grease on them. But you're just going to press in evenly. Like, not like that. Let's get a little sandpaper, and we're just going to spray some brake cleaner on the sandpaper. And just speed up the bed-in process. Now, if you have a file, which I do, but I can't find, you could take the edge right here and make it in like a 45-degree angle, and that way when you put on your front wheel, the rotors won't get snagged on it. They'll kind of slide right in. Or other way around if you're putting your calipers on afterwards. Again, we'll replace these later, but for now they'll do. Even though we got some painting done, it's nice. Wait for that clear to cure. Get some stickers, do all that. But now we got our calipers clean, rebuilt, ready to go on the bike and bleed. Now normally I would put some grease on there, but they're gonna come right back off once I'm done bleeding here. Now the calipers, so the calipers are from CBR. These lines are from an R1. So I'm gonna have to play around with them to find out the mounting. I don't even know if they're gonna work, so I'm just gonna hope for the best. So when you're doing this, when you got two lines into the master, the shorter one goes on the right, and also these banjo bolts are normally about 14 or 15 foot-pound. You shouldn't need more than that to get a good seal. If you do, then you either need a different bolt or different crush washers. So once you got your lines routed, I got a clamp here, and then just gonna drill and tap the lower triple clamp, and then the top one, I'm waiting for the other one from Robum before I drill and tap this one, but that'll mount right there. If you don't have one of these, get one. They make life so easy. Like, you can bleed brakes almost instantly. I can't actually remember where this, I think this came from Harbor Freight, but it's like, I don't know, 25 bucks or something. It's working flawless for me for years now, no problems. So in the rear, we got this nice Brembo unit. This comes on tons of different Ducatis and Aprilias. It's a P34. Separates really easy, those two bolts. Clean it out like we did with the fronts. And then it mounts. Robum Engineering has these caliper brackets to mount them. I almost forgot the best part about this, other than the fact that it's captive and it's get a little bling with the Brembo. It looks sweet. Stock one, 2 pound, 13 ounces. So 13 ounce savings going with that. Not bad. So again, Matt at Robum Engineering, I'll link to in the description to get these brackets. You can work with a stock wheel or a Gixxer conversion or aftermarket wheel, so I've used it with all of them. Pretty happy with the paint, except the tail. The gray in the tail turned out different. Different cans, same paint, but just different cans, and it came out vastly different. It's a much lighter. It looks even lighter in the camera than it does in person. So I'm going to get a couple cans and try to get one that looks a little darker like the tank, because the tank matches up with the fairings and lower. So even if I fade it a little bit, maybe like darker, just because the lines turned out so good in the tail, I don't really want to mess those up.